What we've got here is failure to communicate.
Charge I fi ganja, which I know I couldn't do. How could one man ganja? Must be an ape from the zoo. And I'm wanted, young, by the evil forces. Yeah, I've been to hide. They are trying to find me. I've been accused for a shooting, young. Shadow never do. Put me in prison, they're willing, young. So I got to pull my way through. Yesterday was court day, yeah, and I might forget to go. Today my name is in the papers, yeah, and next the warrant they will show. So I'm wanted by the evil forces. Said I'm wanted. They're trying to find me. Now I've got to judge two guns to protect myself from men. 'Cause I've never done nothing wrong, and I hate the dragon's den. And I'm wanted by them evil forces, yes. I'm always wanted, no place to hide. I know they're trying to find me, and I'm wanted by the evil forces, yeah.
Hello, CodedFriend.001 listeners. I'm really fucking high. I've been high all day. It's been a high day. Little antics earlier in the day. They're dying for me to talk about them, so let's just get this out of the way. And then they don't have to listen to the whole stream if they don't want to, unless this is a fake out. So we can really shit talk them at the end. 14 people listening. Thank you for being here. The Vegas Vips Discord had a very interesting conversation with Spider Dog. I don't know if he's aware of it or not, but we were exploring the depths to which he would go to avoid acknowledging that the rules of the game he plays by are completely fucking made up and they don't really make any sense. So, according to Spider Dog, he might be fucking retarded. Developmentally arrested development, not like the fucking comedy show, but like the reality of, whatever. His rule is he asked first, so you are obligated. Not only do you have to give an answer, but you are actually obligated to him to give him an answer, which is fucking like really weird, man. That's like playground fucking harassment shit. It's fucking Bush League nonsense. So Spider Dog wanted to know what my epistemology is, which I tried to explain to him, but he's never going to fucking grasp it. I don't have a rigid epistemology. It's got some fluidity to it. And if I explain it to you, you won't get the context of the fluidity, what causes the fluidness. Because look, you can't follow the same fucking rules all the time everywhere you go. Because if you take a fucking orbital flight, which might be available now, definitely will be before I die, and I'm 58. So if you think letting go of something means it drops to the floor and you're in a weightless environment, traveling maybe the way I do from Atlanta to Manila, one shot, up fucking high, glide down, a little bit of weightlessness at the top and on the fall, and you can't behave the same. You can't have the same expectations of outcome that you would have manipulating objects if there's no gravity or gravity. So you can't be rigid fucking static. And to be honest with Spider Dog, I don't give a fuck what your epistemology is. You're nothing more than the leader of the remnants of the grifted WNN grift supporting the very people who were being grifted, defending the grift. Like, they're the dumbest of the fucking dumb, dude. They're yours. You got them. You're their new fucking savior. You're very shiz-like. You're very shiz-like. So he wants to know what my epistemology is. So I said, well, if you've read John Locke or David Hume, you'll have a pretty good idea of my epistemology, leaning more toward the Hume side. Well, these are well-known philosophers. He doesn't know who David Hume is. I don't think he knew who Locke was either. And I specifically said Locke and not John Locke. It's just Age of Enlightenment shit. It's a lot of the stuff that these ultra left-leaning libtards take wildly out of context. Speaking of wildly out of context, there was a 9th district ruling on immigration, and if you don't know the Ninth District. It's referred to as the Ninth Circus. It is the most liberal fucking judiciary and district in the fucking country. In fact, I think they have like a 50% overturn rate on their decisions. So, you know. So, a dude born in America in like 1950, his dad's attached with whatever African or South American country. I forget what country he was from. His dad was part of a permanent attaché to the United Nations. So he was born in America. He's been in America his whole fucking life. He got his citizenship revoked. He was considered a citizen for probably 40 years, at least 30, 35 years. And the court ruling was the government had mistakenly identified him as a diplomat. What he was an attaché, which means he wasn't subject to United States jurisdiction. He has to obey the laws, but politically, he's subject to another jurisdiction. So he can't get citizenship even if he's born here, because you have to be born in America and subject to the jurisdiction of America. So his citizenship got overturned. I don't think he got kicked out of the country or anything, and I think he can apply for citizenship, which he probably shouldn't have a fucking problem getting. But it wide opens the door to now take a look at birthright citizenship. Because if you're in this country with a passport issued from another country, you are not under the United States political jurisdiction. You have to follow the law while you're here. But tourists aren't considered American citizens when they're in America. If you hold a passport for a foreign nation, you're not subject to the political body of the United States under its jurisdiction. You don't vote here. It's a very fucking liberal court that passed that down or made that judgment. They literally gave Trump a fucking empty blackboard, because this whole born in America, American thing is not. It's based on a note a Supreme Court judge made 3 decades ago. It's not based on any law or legal tradition. So the whole subject to the political jurisdiction, can you vote, now comes into play. I had a pleasant end of conversation with Gia today. I might actually be a little nicer to her. They were so Spider Dog and Boxo Wine, the chubby Dutch girl, Prosecco Rose. They were very upset when G and I were talking civilly to each other. They're like, she's not going to date you, Conan. I'm like, dude, I'm fucking married. You're an idiot. Like, just the shit. I think they got a little panicky when Gia and I were talking nice to each other. That alone is a good fucking reason to just be nice to Gia. Not even nice, just civil, which is nice. Like, Gia had her backyard done. She's very proud of it. It does look nice. But every time I saw a picture of it, there was something about, and I'm sorry, G, it's just what I'm picking up on when I see the picture. There's something about the fucking setup that screamed sterility and like artificial. And like I didn't know it from the other pictures I saw, but the grass in the backyard is fucking astroturf. It's not real. And then when she said something about that today, I was like, oh fuck, that's what's screaming artificial at me in this picture. It cuts across the whole middle of the fucking picture, and it's artificial grass. See how good my intuition is. And then she like solid fenced the yard in. I hate fences. I'm all for a green hedge, but I hate fucking fences. But if you're gonna barricade shit off so that wildlife can't, like you came in, built this suburban thing, right? You're all about rights and all this other fucking left-leaning, green fucking nonsense. And you roll into wild areas and you build these fucking developments and shit, and then you start fencing everything off so that the fucking natural flora and fauna can't move through. You start putting fucking poisons down to kill fucking what you think are weeds. You know, I hate people that fence shit the fuck in. Hate it. You can put a hedge up, deer jump a hedge, walk right through a fucking hedge. Younger deer. Can't do that with a fence. Very isolationist. So I was talking to G and I was like, you know, if I was going to fucking wall up the perimeter like that, I would have fucking found some way to do an aquaponic setup, at least get some fish in there. She don't want to do nothing. I get it. I really could have with the space done a way better fucking layout and got rid of the fucking AstroTurf. Because I'm pretty sure from the initial pictures I saw when Gia was showing it off, like fuck, almost 2 years ago. Oh, by the way, I got 2 notes. Gia swimming pool, in case I forget. You guys will help me get back there. We got 2 notes from YouTube. One note was that it was there were a lot of fucking turkey where I am in Georgia, bro. Our 3-year anniversary just went by. I think it was like mid-July. So we are 3 years old now. Woo-hoo. And someone posted on the Discord the manifesto of Robin Westman. And I copied that. And then, no, Logan, it doesn't have to be. In your house? No. Well, not here in Georgia. I'm pretty sure in South Carolina you can shoot that shit, dude. So, what the fuck? Oh, swimming pool. Gia's first backyard photo when, you know, like the rip out was going on. I think there was a swimming pool in the backyard. Why didn't you, like the deep end of the pool, you should have just ran fucking wall across, fucking gunnited it, and then just put a gutter system in to fucking drop the water in there and tank it. And you could have like stone covered the fucking top because you would have sealed up the vault down below with water in it. It's just stone over the top, 3 inches deep, little stone. All natural, nothing artificial. In the stone area, you can even seasonally sink a pot, change the look of the backyard a little bit. I don't know. What the fuck is that? Oh, we have. So I uploaded the Robin Westman video that I scraped from. I think it was X, because that's still there, but it's got the graphic content fog out on it and the extra click you have to click to watch the video. So I ripped it, and then the volume's kind of low on it. So there was a fan running. He was probably picking up his computer fan. And I had a sweet spot where the fan the amping it didn't bring the fan up enough that it made it hard to hear what was being said. And I was going to fucking go through some of it tonight. What the fuck is a Brownie Scout? Like, I know what Girl Scouts and the Brownie Scouts are the pre-Girl Scouts, but he had a sticker on his manifesto book that said Girl Scouts on it, or Brownie Scout. It said Brownie Scout, but it has like a kind of androgynous figure that's kind of laying out with his arms out to each side. It was fucking weird. Was that when he became she and then probably joined the Brownies there? And then he put somebody, like the dude who had the video, and I have a real good copy of it. I just don't. Maybe I should be on another platform. But I uploaded the video. I was going to go over it. YouTube just I got a notification. YouTube deleted it. Like, no ifs, ands, or buts. They fucking deleted it. I'm like, I didn't even fucking play that. They don't want it. They don't want any of that shit on their fucking servers. It's fucking weird. Any creators out there, Carte Blanche says, from memory, brownies are the one who then become girl guides after tough tests. They're girl guides. That's got to be the Australian thing. In America, brownies go to Girl Scouts. We don't have girl guides. I don't know, unless there's something beyond the fucking Girl Scouts that's, top tier, like Eagle Scouts for Boy Scouts. Hello Baby was a brownie. I don't fucking doubt that at all. I bet you sold a fuck ton of cookies. Yeah. Oh, Rumble's where it is. I think it was your link I hit. There's some other stuff on Instagram. Carte Blanche acknowledges. Oh, Baby says we did crafts. That's all. Rebel. Oh, I successfully negotiated a deal, which I think Rebel's getting the fucking better end of, but I don't really care price wise, because the stuff is for my son. Rebel has do you mind if I tell people this, Rebel? I don't know if Anyway, so it's definitely not Rebel, but a dude I know has silver ingots, and he's long from like an $8 price decades ago. So I think the market right now, the silver per ounce on the spot market's like 38.88, something like that. And if you want to buy them on the market, you're gonna get you're gonna pay like 45 to buy the ounce of silver. Maybe I did get the better deal. I don't know. Not Rebel has a pretty good price appreciation on his little 1 ounce bars. So I'm going to buy 2 of them from him for my son, one for Christmas this year, and then the next one will be on his birthday. Then I guess I'll start a little Christmas birthday tradition of an ounce of silver from, various countries of the world, like a South African silver ingot. They have one. China's got to have a silver ingot. Japan must. So, I collected stamps when I was a kid. My son's going to collect 1 ounce silver ingots. I like that. I collected coins too. It's difficult with my son because I don't know the older Philippine coins, but like I check every fucking penny that goes through my hands. Every fucking penny. Now I have jars full of fucking wheatback pennies when I was a kid. When I was younger and started, I even have some Indian head pennies. No, Logan, you have that backward. Oh no, you have it right. Oh, fuck, I forgot to render a clip. There, I can get it from, let's take a peek at this right now. I would have loved to have talked about the, my fucking, well, okay, let's talk about it a little bit. My stirring up the leftover libtards of the WNN Simp Grift Defense Squad have not been nothing but fucking nasty to me because, well, I told you the fucking truth. Dad was a con man and you were getting grifted. Now you feel the fucking shame of that. It's all right. Just accept it. Quit fucking spitting at me because I told you the fucking truth. Jamborella. What the fuck's a Jamborella? Is that where Boy Scouts meet Girl Scouts? Girl Guides at the Jamborella? That's some fucking weirdness. So I posted a fucking meme. They have 2 I have a dedicated room in Vegas Vippies Discord. And it's fucking Cicero and Lisa and Prosecco Rose. Gia has been in and out, but Gia and I had a civil end to our conversation today, and she thanked me for it. So I think she's tired of me busting her balls. 0.9999% silver, says Rebel. Only the good stuff. Worse than the nuns. Kept them very separated. What did they have? Like that fucking orange snow fencing to make paths in areas that were boy-girl separated. Look at where society is now. You just walk into the fucking bathroom with whoever you want. Fucked up. Fucking weird. So someone was posting memes in the Squoze Discord. Some of those memes are not very fucking accurate. So I took said memes and a few others that I had found elsewhere, and I went over to Vegas Vips Discord, where I have 2 dedicated rooms where I'm just fucking nonstop harassed by the stupidity of the WNN simp group. And man, do I talk fucking nonsense to them. So I went in today with the memes, and one of the memes said, how do you trigger a liberal? And the answer was, just tell them that the only school shootings in the past 2 years were perpetrated by transgender people. Now, the statement perpetrated by transgender people, that might be inaccurate, but the entirety of the statement, that if you say this to liberals, they'll become triggered, is absolutely fucking true. So the ex-WNN dance simps were apparently Logan's been to a jamboree in Banff, Alberta, Canada, in 83 Scouts. You're just a fucking wannabe military. You became a military guy, but you wanted to be there from your fucking childhood, marching around to fucking Boy Scouts. I think I got kicked out of the Boy Scouts. I'm pretty sure I got kicked out of the Boy Scouts. What the fuck was I talking about? Wow, I'm pretty high. We are 31 minutes into the period. Fuck, I'm all over the map today. I don't know if I'm going to be able to pull all these loose ends together and tie off these knots. Well, I don't think I finished the fucking Spider Dog thing either. So his deal is I have to explain he wants me to explain my personal epistemology to him. Whew, man. You should read some Immanuel Kant. He was a huge fan of fucking categorizing shit. So Spider Dog wants to know what my epistemological personal belief set is. And I'm like, dude, read Hume or fucking Locke. And, that's a close approximation. The rest of it, pay attention and figure out yourself, you fucking dolt. You need me to explain it to you. He's like, no, he's always pronouncing himself the winner. It's fucking hilarious. I laughed every time he did it with fucking Jared Boston. So he's like, I win. You won't give an account of your personal epistemology because you don't have a personal or you don't know what epistemology is. You don't have one. And I'm like, no, dude, you asked me to do something for you. I see no reason to fucking explain shit to you. Figure it out on your own. You don't seem to be able to. You're a little fucking slow, dude. You're slow. So I invited him to apply his own rationale to himself. And at this point in time, because I'd even told him prior to this, I'm like, look, man, you guys get yourself fucked up by your own egos. Dan, Shuggy, Irish Demon, even fat little Jimmy Finch, Shiz. Their problem with me was they kept tripping over their own fucking egos. To beat Shiz, all you have to do is act a little dumb. Then she'll capitalize on and harp on how dumb you are. And then it's easy to smack the fucking shit out of her. Verbally. So I invited Spider Shiz. He's so fucking shiz like. I invited Spider Shiz to apply his own rationale to himself and explain to me his personal epistemology. And his response was, I asked you first, which is the equivalent of mom, he's touching me. That's in that same bag of fucking tricks. So I'm like, no, I told you, but when I asked you to explain your epistemology, don't give me silly excuses not to do it like I asked you first. Because what you're doing is you're refusing to explain your epistemology. And by your rationale, that means you don't have an epistemology. That's the method you use to judge that I don't have an epistemology. I applied it to you. I actually kind of fucking diagrammed it for you and walked you through it, and you denied that your standard applies to you. It's just, and you have some fucking ace in the hole Uno reverse card that reads, I asked you first. There's no obligation. I have no obligation to answer you. You do have an obligation to back up your chain of syllogisms that bring you, they're not even syllogisms, that bring you to the conclusion you have. And then if you apply those same standards to yourself, the same conclusion is met. You didn't explain your epistemology, so you don't have an epistemology. Your rationale, you're not exempt from your rationale. It applies to you. You failed at your own rationale, and you refuse to see that. It's like really weird, dude. You're like a child. This woman who pays your bills, is there a romantic relationship there, or is it pity? This is starting to seem like pity. I think I might have to stop interacting with you because you're pitiful. Pitiful. You're a 2-trick, maybe 3-trick pony at best, and it's Bush League bullshit. If you expose your rule set of judgment by the measure you measure, ye shall be judged. So I'm a Christian. You've heard me talk that with all of these WNN weirdos because they threw it at me. You don't like being judged that way. I didn't hear any one of them cackle their fucking nonsense. Vegas Vips has a very weird spider dog wordplay to deflect. That's all you did today. I mean, this is the second time I've actually verbally laid it out for you. According to you, if an individual, when asked to delineate, explain their personal epistemology, which, if they refuse, won't explain it, that means they don't have a personal epistemology. When you were asked to explain yours, you made up ridiculous excuses and never explained it. Therefore, by your rationale, you must have no epistemology. You got to apply your fucking rules to yourself first, dipshit. Spider Dog's typing in the fucking side chat. You can go over and read the fucking posts in Vegas Vips' Discord. What am I lying about, Spider? These are all your tactics. That's just ad hominem shit. Show where I lied. That would make sense. I flaked out. How did I flake out? I'm under no obligation to explain anything to you. But you laid out your rationale for denying the answer, and it's because there's no epistemology. you did the same thing. You did not delineate your personal epistemology. Therefore, you flaked out and you failed your own standard. I'm not sure. I'm really not sure you're smart enough to talk to, Spider Dog. Rebel says, call an orgy dome. Carte Blanche says, I'm not in those discords. That coded friend.oo on the side chat has limitations on words. Yeah, I'm not bringing them up here. I'm not that interested with them. So if you want to know what my epistemology is, go read John Locke and go read David Hume. You didn't even know who David Hume was till I fucking told you his name. Go read an essay on human understanding. It is a fantastic fucking piece of writing. I was in my fucking late teens when I read that. You don't even know who the fucking dude is. You're missing so much, Spider Dog. It's crazy. So Spider Dog had the white knight for the WNN simpers that just couldn't form a Locke was very big with the founders. Rebel Locke is also very big, misused by extreme lefties now. This is the Enlightenment of Europe, Locke, that time period. I don't know how you can understand epistemology if you never read fucking David Hume. And it's too bad, because if you went and read some David Hume, after you got even just a basic understanding of Hume, we could jump to, say, the founding of American pragmatism. Look at William James, who started. His brother is Henry James, very famous literary writer. William James was a psychologist who became a philosopher, much like Nietzsche, who was a philologist that became a philosopher. Nietzsche was in his early 20s. He was the chair of philology, the study of ancient Greek culture and ancient Roman culture, writings, art, everything. He was the philology chair at Basel University, Switzerland, at the age of fucking like 22, 23. And he just one day said, these guys don't know shit about ancient Greece or ancient Rome, and the way they're interpreting the Greek philosophers is fucking wrong. And he started teaching philosophy. And the philosophy teachers had to tell their students that they would fail them if they took a class with Nietzsche, because he was dragging everybody out of the philosophy department. Like, you don't know shit about philosophy, Spider Dog. You want a source? Get The Birth of Tragedy from The Spirit of Music, Friedrich Nietzsche, if you want a source. The what the fuck was his name? The Kaufman translations. It's insane the way Kaufman footnoted Nietzsche's writings and made available at the bottom of the page the reference to the Greek play, piece of art, whatever, that Nietzsche was referencing in his philosophical writings. You want to read a really powerful piece, fucking The Uses and Disadvantages of History, from the Untimely Meditations by Nietzsche. It's just a fucking essay, but It'll teach you the misuses of history and the detrimental effects of having worshiping too much your history. Spider Duck, you just don't know shit, dude. You're not smart enough to know how much you don't know, which is the fucking funny part. Let me guess you look what? See, this is stupid. Let me guess you love the Matrix and now you really dig Hume. Ha ha ha. What? Where is Hume in the Matrix? I actually don't care for the. I like the effects of the Matrix, but it's blended philosophies. It's junk in the end. Like the philosophical undertones of the Matrix are fucking. It's coloring book shit. It's made for the masses to understand. It's made so uneducated people can get a grip. Fucking Matrix. Everything is movies with you fucktards. None of you read books. And I think that's a big part of your fucking problems. Because you were the Hollywood problem is you're spoon-fed their imagery. Like you don't even get to use your imagination to assemble the image of a mermaid or a fucking griffin or a centaur. You got pictures of that shit off TV. You have someone else's understanding of almost everything. You have like these little low level understanding. That's not surprising. He definitely had an understanding, at least catalog understanding of world philosophy and basic philosophic tenets. You have the perfect thing won't run. There has to be a flaw. Then there has to be a correction of the flaw in the system every X amount of consecutive time rotations. I mean, it's just simple shit. Do androids dream of electric sheep? Do they dream at all? See, this is why I didn't bother answering you, because you're fucking disingenuous, dude, and you're not willing to submit to your own standard. Like if you want me to respect you, dude, then if you lay out a criteria with a conclusion and you take the exact same events of the criteria and apply it to yourself, if you fail your standard, what the fuck good is it? You failed it. I didn't chicken out. I'm under no obligation to give you any information. But you, having delineated steps to a conclusion, you open yourself to being questioned. And if you're unwilling to back up your statements, then I'm not willing to fucking provide you an answer. You failed your own fucking test. And you're trying to hold against me that I wouldn't explain to you coloring book style so your limited intellect could understand it. You're angry at me. I should be upset that you came to me for a teaching and didn't offer me any type of compensation. So that's your ego, man. It's all about you. Your ego's driving you. Your ego forced you to lay out a set of steps to condemn me. And then I took your set of steps and applied them to you, and it condemned you too. All right. So what the fuck? You fail your own standard. All you did was prove you can't come up with rules, standards that you can meet. That's all you proved. You didn't prove anything about me. I didn't fucking answer you. Get it? That's how your ego got pressed and got the better of you, because you won't wait for an opportunity to show your intellect. You have to force them, and that's why you know crash and burn so often. And the only people you can really get the better of are the fucking Tardo Bostons of the world. But you've got a really lot, Sputter Dog. You've got a real lot of. This is the kind of shit that you do. I sound upset, Spider Dog? And how can you tell through text? Right? These are just assertions you make. You get upset when you're no, maybe you're just getting played, right? Because you have that shark, you have that blood in the water mentality. So you get baited and dragged along by chum. You're easily chummed into a frenzy. I did it to you today. And then you're so driven to be announced the winner that your ego just starts pushing you to vomit up information you don't really need to fucking give up. Dan did the same shit. Shuggy did the same shit. Look how you're typing the R with all the I's. You're the optics of your typing is that you're angered. I fucking laugh at you, Sputter Dog. So, step it up, dude. I don't want to laugh. It's hard not to fucking laugh at you, dude. You're a kept man. Can't get a job. If you ever had a job, it's obvious you couldn't keep it. You're an apron wearer with a fucking feather duster to some chubby fucking white chick in Alberta. Oh, wow. That's a fucking real successful life, bro. You have no children. That's the other thing, too. I don't know what criteria you're using to measure yourself as a winner, but it seems kind of trivial when you're the end of the fucking line. When you go, that's it. You lost the genetic race. How do you go? You're godless too, which is fuck, man. You need God as much as anyone has ever needed God, dude. You're an atheist. You don't believe in God. You mock the fucking scripture, which is not really good. You give more respect to fucking the Iliad and you probably never fucking read those. Like Alice in Wonderland. You give more respect to Alice in Wonderland than you do the fucking Bible. That's not good, bro. It's not a good place to be. Turn back anytime, bro. Because seriously, take a look. You're not succeeding. But the 5 to 10 or so simpy simps that, are just dying to get a win against Coded. I mean, you could be their leader for a while. Shuggy tried, Dan tried, Shuggy tried, Demon tried, Shiz tried. They're just fucking too stupid. Maybe your stupid will work for them. Bro, you're classic blind leading the blind. You look, Stan shows up and, fire shots at a couple people. He doesn't spend a whole lot of time, if any, defending me or arguing for me. He just comments about the shittiness of people. Daisy defended me a little bit in the beginning, a few months back, but that tailed off. I don't want people doing that. because I don't want a fucking bully squad. I just want me. Me, because if it's just me, then I can control my side of the argument. I cut a bunch simply by cutting all the variables out. Not because I want control, but these fucking conversations get out of control so quickly because you have 5 different people that are not unified in purpose and have 5 different fucking goals. And you get yourselves caught up in a fucking crossfire and talk over each other and whack each other all the fucking time. All you do is turn things nonsensible. I could make shit up all night, Spider Dog. I don't need to, though. Look at all the content you gave me. How's your ego feeling now, bro? How come you're not streaming on your channel, bro? What's going on? Got to wait for the missus to okay the purchase of a microphone? You have extra chores you have to do to earn the money toward it? What's holding you up there, Sputtered Oak? I mean, most laptops have a microphone built right into them. What do you have, like a fucking old Gateway desktop? No. I'm sorry. You definitely have a Dell Tower. You have no argument, you motherfucker. I don't know about that. You do a lot of that shit, Spider Dog. I don't know about. I do mouth off like a degenerate. Sure, I'm talking to the pervert posse. Context. Answer a fool in his folly, lest he seem wise in his own eyes. Proverbs 26:5. You're inconsequential, Spider Dog. Coded vile. Hashtag fuck you coded. It's part of the brand, bro. Yep. I say shit that no one else will say, but a lot of other people are fucking thinking, right? That's what it is. You don't have the fucking balls to do that. You don't have the balls to do that. You're a feather duster boy with an apron on, working for a fat woman. You're not a man, dude. You're not a man. A man provides for his household. Provides. That doesn't mean do chores. It means get the fuck out and earn shit. You let a woman do that for you. See, you have endless fucking. This is here, Spider Dog. Look, if you want to succeed in life, you can't be a perfectionist. You can be a perfectionist over a decade, but you can't be short term, interim term perfectionist. You got to do a lot of fucking duct tape and patch shit up and just run until you fucking work the kinks out. How long do you have to work on OBS for? There's a free version of fucking StreamYard. There's a $44 version. The only reason you're paying for the $44 version is if you want, I think of the free version, you only get 20 hours of stream time a month. So you can't afford $44 a month for a fucking turnkey, push the button, you're off to the races. Right? The whole goal of, because you're going to do it for money, Sputter Dog. You're probably the next grifter we expose. And you haven't even grifted yet. But I feel it fucking coming, dude. And it's going to be hard not to when you're, eyeballs deep in the XWNN simp support grifto fucking pervert posse squad. Those fucking XWNNers are so fucking upset that you mentioned that this most recent school shooter was a transgender. Look, transgender is a fucking mental health issue. There's a 40% suicide rate in that demographic. That's before any surgical alterations. After surgical alterations and lots of fucking drugs and hormones, the suicide rate remains at 40%. Like, no doctor in his right mind would, knowing that the suicide rate is 45% or 40%, and it remains roughly 40% even after the cutting up of the body. Those doctors are just doing that shit for fucking money. They're just doing that shit. There's no reason to do it. It doesn't help. It doesn't change anything. There's no difference between a man and a woman. Why do you have to take all those fucking hormones, then? There's obviously a fucking difference. Right? The left of you, this liberal, I don't even want to call it the left. I don't want to be polar and political about it, but this liberal agenda is just gone ludicrous. It's lunatic fringe right now. You're not automatically a citizen of the U.S. if you're born in the U.S. It's not true. Never was true. It's been acted upon as though it's true, but it's not the way the fucking Constitution reads. And the 9th District just fucked it all up, opening the door for Trump to fucking redefine the 14th Amendment. Actually roll it back to its original intent. The other thing that triggers the fuck out of them, the famous Aussie band Skyhook sang, "Ego is not a dirty word," that is currently playing in my mind at the moment. Ego's not a dirty word, but ego's a selfish little fucking part of you. And the sooner you shut it down, the smoother your life will fucking go. Spider Dog, I don't give a fuck what you think about me or about anything else. I don't really care. I don't know you, and what I've seen of you, I wouldn't fucking rely on you for anything. I am, however, buying from Not Rebel 2 ounces of silver ingot, 0.9999% pure, at a slightly higher rate than the current market price. Slightly higher. 40 per, $80. They're $38.80 right now on the market. He would get less than 40 if he sold his, to a buyer. And I would pay more than 40 if I, went to the market and bought them. So it's a win-win. I like those win-wins. Rebel's going to get $100, and he's going to, 2-day, 3-day, 1-day, whatever day air. U.S. Postal Service, nothing fucking crazy, because the Postal Service is doing $10 delivery for the same price. Fucking UPS wants to hit you for like fucking $110. Wasn't it Freud who theorized the id, ego, and superego? I believe it was. I believe the ego comes from Nietzsche, who technically is the, philologist turned philosopher. He is the grandfather of psychology. Freud definitely being the father of psychology, and Jung, Mr. Carl Jung, definitely, he's post-Freud, and he did learn from Freud, so, you could call him the fucking child of the father of psychology, who exceeded his father's intellect. The fucking young shit is fucking deep. Rebel says, it will go up. Trust me. I don't care if it goes up. If it goes up, I mean, my son's going to hold the shit for fucking, I'm not going to let him get rid of any of it, sell any of it. No. I mean, unless the market goes fucking haywire. Post-college. So he has 10 years to start. That's 20, 10, 11 years. He'll get 2 this year. So 12 years, that's 24 ounces of silver. The Sea Rebel, the reason I don't think, like, I don't care what I pay for the ounces. I'm happy to buy them from you. But the reason I think the price is more likely to go down than up is the gold to silver ratio. I think you need 90 ounces of silver to buy an ounce of gold right now. Freud was in love with his mom. I don't know about that. And Nietzsche passed in his elder years with a bad dose of fucking syphilis. He had done all his writings before he contracted that. Sad ending for a smart man. You know, the other thing, if Spider Clown is still here, it's not, all I can think of now is like a spider with a big red nose and fucking 8 giant oversized clown shoes just clomping along. Seems funny. No, Freud was, well, was he in love with his mother? I don't think he was. But he did, he was big on the Oedipus complex, right? I'm a real fan of fucking Freud. I think he was a wild fucking step back from where Nietzsche was trying to go. It's hard to be humble. How's that song go? Rebel says I bought my gold 1,800 an ounce and below. Now it's worth 3,400. Like, I don't. Look, I'm buying the ounces. I'm buying the ounces of silver because I can afford it. You know, I can afford to give 2 of them to my son a year. It's not going to make a fucking dent in anything. So, I mentioned stamp collecting, which I started doing on my own, just from the fucking mail that came through the house. I got some good stamps. And then pennies I'd been collecting since I was a little kid. So it just makes sense. Have my son collect fucking silver ingots. He can buy his own fucking cougar hands. So. Freud self-analyzed he was in love with his mother. He saw his father as competition for her affection. Was he basing that on himself, or was he basing that on conversations with men who were patients? I don't know if that was a personal thing. Like I said, I know Jung better than I know Freud. Sometimes a cigar is just a cigar. Just got it. What's the latest, says Vips. Twice. He meant to say just got in. Not much going on, Vippy. We're just talking a little bit. Coated is a philatelist. Philatelist. I'm going to double check. I trust your card. I'm going to double check that. What made me feel uncomfortable, Spider Dog? I'm really fucking high right now. I can't wait till you go fucking live, dude. Really can't. Hey, yeah, at Vegas Vips says Carte Blanche. Are you really out of love with Kaylee? Dude, what's going on here? You burn relationships pretty quick lately. And I'm not saying it's a bad thing, but like I've told this story before. Vippy, when I was a broker, I had a dude that, I worked with, and guys used to come and go like crazy. It's not an easy business to fucking get a foothold in. Once you do, though, it's fucking very rewarding. But he picked 5 losing stocks in a row. I think on the 3rd consecutive down pick that, he pumped to buy, and then it fucking, the day after he bought it just started dropping. And he was like, oh, fucking bummed out and shit on the 3rd one. I'm like, dude, tell me your next pick. And he goes, oh, it's funny. I'm like, no, I want to fucking sell it short, dude. You're picking losers. This, you're on the wrong side of the market. Whatever you're identifying, whatever your criteria for analysis is, you're coming up with stocks that, are about to dip. That's a good thing, not a bad thing. You're just on the wrong side of the market. You're going long when you should sell short. Let's find out, what you're identifying that's indicating the stock is going to go down. He picked another fucking loser, and then he was gone. Selling BMWs in Manhattan, but fucking making good money too. He just couldn't sell the non-tangible. Vegas Vip says, Kaylee's not bad. She's pretty, but she has a pencil body. She needs to put weight on. Is that what you fought about? We had a 3-hour conversation about philosophy over a year ago on stream or in Discord. I'm pretty sure we did. I have a lot of conversations, Cart. I'm getting old. I don't always fucking remember everything. And then there was the car accident. Logan's word of the day. He was just chomping at the bit to use it. Huh? All right, so the fight and all that shit you got in did you tell her she has a pencil body? That's not a fucking smart thing to say to a girl. Why don't you try this line? Hey, look, it's me. It's not you. Are you telling the girl she has a pencil body? Girls are wildly oversensitive about their fucking body image, dude. Don't do that to girls. Unless they're big fat housewives on the fucking internet that desperately need to fucking get off the couch and go outside. Vips, you have quite a few recent, person-to-person relationships streaming with and shit like that just fucking blow up on you. Just slow your fucking roll, dude. Don't get so close so fast. Carte Blanche says, you like a bit of meat then at Vegas Vips. Does it have to be real or surgically enhanced? I don't like the fucking surgically enhanced shit at fucking all. And if you look at, sorry, Izzy, but you gotta put yourself in a position where you could get darts thrown at you. If you look at her lips like that, she obviously had the fucking Botox or the fucking silicone injection. Because you get those fucking weird looking duck lips, and it's like, I can't tell you how many girls I've seen ruin their fucking look by doing that shit. Yeah, man, go to the gym, work out. Firm fit body's way better than a surgically enhanced body. Look at Vips. Surgical is okay as long as it's not widely disproportionate. I don't think that kind of shit should be done at all, dude. We put way too much stock in the cover of the book. Never get around to reading the pages till it's fucking too late. BC. That's what I thought. Vegas did a Rumble stream on it, on the breakup with Kaylee, or his or the fucking silicone natural debate. Vegas Vip says, yeah, I told her she needs to put weight on. Then all of a sudden I was slow. Dude, well, you know, only a fucking retard would say something like that to a fucking girl. I mean, unless she was like Karen Carpenter. Bye, bro. Vegas Vip says, I stream YouTube still, but upload playback on Rumble. Yeah, all your streams disappear right away. DM me a link to your Rumble page, please, Vipper. That is, unless if you're trying to shake me, that's cool. Don't send it. Follow Logan Sandman at Vegas Vips. If you start your constructive criticism with you need or you should, people tend to stop listening and get defensive. Yeah, bro, why didn't you just buy a cake and send it to her fucking house with a gallon of fucking ice cream? See, this is how you get in, dude. You send cake and ice cream same day. Send them together. Call the fucking grocer. I need a cake and I need ice cream. And you send them. Then you get feedback on the cake and ice cream thing. Oh, I'm more of a pie person than a cake person. Yeah, I like apple pie, but not the vanilla icing, or vanilla ice cream. I like the chocolate ice cream on a warmed slice of pie. Bingo, dude. All you had to do was buy her a cake and a fucking gallon of ice cream. You'd be golden. Instead, you're telling her what to do. That's not fucking good. That's like dude wants to start a fight with me. Shit. That's what goes through their head. Why the fuck did he say that? Shit sticks with them forever too, dude. You can all of a sudden get yelled at for something you said last fucking Wednesday. The big other cushion, the better the pushing. I kind of prefer a slender build to start because they don't usually get smaller over time. It's an amazing thing. Get the fuck out, Vips. That's sick, man. Sick. Dude, all I can think is like 1980s fucking blow up doll when I see those fucking rubber lips. Maybe that's why it's a turn on for guys. I never fucked an inflatable doll. I feel like maybe I missed out on something, and there's a whole world of silicone Botox lipped girls that I would have some attraction to. Thank God I'm not a fucking pervert. Apologies to all you people out there who have had a sexual experience with an inflatable doll. And I'm not talking joking around at a bachelor party. I'm talking, you know. I saw the Nunzio panel live. How are you and Nunzio doing, Vippy? You two getting along? Tick tock, the clock is ticking. Carte Blanche is very happy with Logan Sandman's relationship advice. Logan has just shut the door on Carte getting any relationship advice from him. Thank you, bro. Well, if it's on your community post, I'll just go and get it. Logan says, duck lips, ha ha ha. That's like playing tonsil hockey with a large mouth bass. Yeah, I don't know, man. I just don't get it. A lot of this shit I don't get. Like, I like smaller breasted women, especially if they're in their, when I was in my late 20s, early 30s. So fuck, man. Skinny little body. Everything's all fucking supersized now. Vegas Vips asked, quoted, what would you rate the blonde I took to the hotel room? I never saw the blonde. What blonde? When was this, Vegas? I like the black-haired girl you were with. She had a good personality, bro. She was cute, and she had a good personality. But then again, I think we all know she was a, dancer, and those girls can get a little fucking crazy. I'm going to check it after this broadcast. Everybody should go check out Vegas Vips' Rumble account. Subscribe. Vegas Vips Rumble. I might do the fucking Rumble thing. I'll meet you all over at Truth Social. I'll lose like half my fucking subscribers if I pull that shit. Was that her name? Esmeralda? Yeah. She's the only one I really saw. Like the Cali girl, I knew you were getting friendly with, but I don't think I ever saw what she looked like. Losing a fight to a plus. Oh, this? It's this. There's no hydration left in my hydration tumbler. And that's the little stirring ball that sits in the bottom. Keeps the drink powder from clumping. Estrella. That seems more like it. I think Victor B's on it with Estrella. Yeah, there's Vippy. What happened with her, bro? Nailing it. We're 1 hour, 23 minutes into the period. I think I'll go a little intermezzo here, make a beverage for myself, have a smoke, refresh the buzz. And I'll be back. Until I return, enjoy the musical stylings of Peter Tosh.
Jump out a frying pan. I know you jump in a fire, yeah. I said you're sorry if him a got dog, him a got turn round bite you. And if you jump out a frying pan, I know you jump in a fire. See you come from country in a country chop. Tell me say you are looking cool. Yeah, go away from turn around by two. Jump out a frying pan, I know you jump in a fire, yeah. I say you sorry for my dog, him turn jump out a frying pan, I say you jump in a fire, yeah. You're sorry if him a got doggy, him turn around by two. And if you jump out a frying pan, I say you jump in a fire, yeah. Me just a do what me have to do. Me no have nothing more to do. And if you know when me know, you go long go turn papi show. Sorry for my got doggy, him turn around by two. And if you jump out a frying pan, I know you jump in a fire, yeah. Me say you sorry for my got dog, him a go turn around and bite you. And if you jump out a frying pan, I say you jump in a fire, yeah. Your father give you money fi buy piece of land. You take your father money and buy hope, your man. But a young nail like you should be cut with a filing tool. Sorry for my got doggy, I say they turn around and bite you. Jump out the frying pan, I say you jump in a fire, yeah. I say you're sorry for my got doggy, my got turn around bite you every time. Jump out the frying pan, I know you will jump in the fire. I say you're sorry for my got dog, him turn around bite you. Jump out of Manchester, and you will jump in a Carrington. Sorry for my got dog, him a turn around bite you. Jump out of frying pan, me say you jump in a fire. See everything me tell you, that rascal, that will bite you, sir. Jump out of frying pan. And me say, sorry for my got doggy, him turn around bite you. Jump out of frying pan. Woke up this morning with a funny, funny feeling, and that feeling was an unusual feeling. In my bones, yeah. It's in my blood. In my toes now. Coming up to my brain now. I went to the doctor to check out what's matter. I went to the doctor to find out the matter. Doctor said, son, you have a reggae myelitis. I said, what? Doctor said, son, you have a reggae myelitis. In my bone now. In my blood, yeah. From my toes, yeah. Up to my brain, yeah. incurable, fit for desirable. I have it in my toes, in my ankle, in my knees, up to my waist, under my ribs, across my shoulder, in my finger, up to my brain. Reggae my life is, I say. It's reggae my life is, I say. You only catch it one way. It's reggae my life is, I say.
Carte Blanche was absolutely correct to point out that today's Peter Tosh reggae selections are the product of Victor B. Put Walk and Don't Look Back, Tosh and Jagger in the Coded Tunes room. And I want to thank everybody who posts in there. There's some shit. GMK used to put. Did GMK leave? Did he get offended again and go? He put up some good fucking 80s shit, like shit that I didn't like in the 80s. I couldn't fucking stand it. But then, like, you know, you hear fucking Tainted Love or Everybody Wants to Rule the World because they were kind of ubiquitous. And then, boom. Next thing you know, you're listening to the Vapors, I'm Turning Japanese, which obligates you to listen to the Presidents of the United States of America's cover of that. That fucking band is awesome. But I don't think I've posted any of their shit in there. I should. Oh my God. Sam sent a video of himself sucking on his own cock to a woman, posting video on Rumble when I get home. Yeah, we had a little cluster of asshole songs. I was going to put up the Jimmy Buffett one, but somebody got to it before me. That's the ultimate asshole tune, I think. Dennis Leary. I gave Laura Rader a fucking great 20-minute Jimmy Carr run. And she gave me back fucking Dennis Miller. Is that his name? No, that's not Dennis Miller. What's his name? The fucking Dennis O'Leary. He's cheese, man. He was good till he started joke thieving. And then fucking he blew. So he became an actor instead. Sam is a nutcase and lies a lot, says Carte Blanche. Vips is claiming he has video. Yeah, that was you. Were you born to be an asshole? It's got a nice country twang to it. I don't know. I hope I don't come across Dennis Leary-ish. Maybe I should be a nicer person. I'll start with Gia. I already got that one knocked off. Nice. Cody became a better person today. He bit the bullet. He talked nice to Gia. Now Gia's going to get shit for not being a dickhead to Coded. Oh, they're so fucking weird when Gia and I were talking civilly to each other. It freaked out Spider Dog and Prosecco Fat Dutch Girl Box of Wine Rose. Buns up and kneeling. She's a wheeling and a dealing. I need a free boat ride. Let me bring up the squoze and see what Random Madness is in. I did throw some shit in stream prep. Oh, Vegas Vips. Commercials. Holy shit, are they bad? YouTube's getting fucking horrible, too. It's a parasite behind type 2 diabetes. Vips on a blind check. She's pretty cute, Vips. That was Callie. I'm not going to show it. Now let's see what's floating around in Coded Stream Prep. Oh, fuck, there's a lot of messages there. Yeah. Rebel, I ripped it from there. I have a clean copy where I brought the volume up a little bit. It's good. I can't show it on fucking YouTube, though. YouTube sucks a fat cock. Bandit's over in the Vips Discord, not over here. He's mad at Vips again? Is Bandit mad at you again, Vips? I shouldn't be muted. Am I muted? Check. Check test. I see the circle bouncing around the logo. Maybe I was talking too softly. Hello Baby's trying to fake me out. Holy fuck, this Sam have issues. Isn't Shiz nursemaiding him? Did anyone listen to Shiz's last live stream? Holy fucking bad. What the fuck am I doing? Came over to go to stream prep. What do we have? Oh, I don't know. This one, I like this one. All right, let's share this tab. We'll talk about this fucking random nonsense for a minute. Image file. Oh no, I need to do this. Sorry. I need to share screen routine. Share screen. So this was like a couple weeks back, but they keep flipping this picture up like it's a testament to failure. I'm fucking happy right there. I've been working all fucking day, bent over, sticking fucking rice seedlings in the ground. See the clump in my hand? And then all these rice seedlings, nice little fucking rows and columns. I fucking love to work. Love it. This is some testament to me being a failed farmer. I don't get it. And it's fucking dumbass Lisa and boy named Cicero that failed farming and now have so much shit to say. So yeah, Coded is a fan of this picture. Coded is a fan of working. Coded likes to get down and dirty when he works. It's fucking not a problem. I don't have such a big, I had a little bit of a belly there. Not such a big one though. I'm probably back down to that size, maybe a little thinner. What else do we have in the fucking stream prep of randomness? I don't know if I should show the screenshot. I'll pop them in the Discord. Boy named Cicero and VOP, who now fucking just hates me again. She was hating on me for a little bit. I don't know why. Maybe I said something. I was putting up the information, YouTube videos on the Alberta's path to separation. And holy shit, it flipped them the fuck out. Dude, she's cute. I'm not into white girls. She's very cute though, bro. I mean, you don't really have to see that much of her to pick that up. I don't want to play a video of her without her consent. I just don't feel like it. So we have, yeah, I have no idea why VOP is fucking I have no idea why she got upset with me. But she got upset with me. And like for a couple days, like she's just been, opposite side of anything I say, which is fucking weird. So then she posted a video about Canada stealing the final game of the FIFA World Cup 2026 next spring, summer. And I was like, I just watched a fucking video of the head FIFA guy giving fucking front row seats in Jersey for the final game. The semis are played in Miami. And then they're like I had been talking before about, getting some lease agreements during, these time periods next year to, staff lots and negotiating flat price paid per day or, take of the gross. I prefer the flat price because then I just pay and the rest of the fucking shit is mine. So they're like, man, Cody Teddy's getting ready for FIFA in Atlanta. It's Canada stealing it all away. I'm like, it's fucking stupid. So it's a whole North American thing. You're going to have games in Vancouver, Seattle, San Fran, LA, Guadalajara, Mexico City, Monterrey, Houston, Dallas, Kansas City, Atlanta, Miami, Toronto, Boston, Philly, New York, New Jersey. They're all over the fucking place. This is a huge event. So there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 games in Atlanta. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 in Vancouver. Why don't you go out and get some fucking lease agreements on fucking parking areas around the fucking state? Get the fuck out there and make some money. A little. Oh, shit. Casualty. Da-da, 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 da-da. My hair's getting very long. And my headphones are sliding off on the regular. Logan, sorry about the mixing bowl and the tumbler. I have switched over to ice. Nice. Fish, rats, and water snakes will be found in rice paddies. There's fish. There's definitely, you have fucking produce outside, you're going to have rats. I don't know about water snakes. I don't really see snakes in the wet season. I see them in the dry season. And we have a green viper that coils up on a banana tree leaf. And it's hard to fucking see it. Hit over your head, right, Cart? 12 o'clock, 11 o'clock, 1 o'clock, then hit 3 o'clock, 9 o'clock, 5, 6, and 7 down below before you move into the bush. Yeah, anybody who's on the server can catch Vips's video on the Coded Chat Discord. General chat. Catfish breathe air and can actually wiggle across the ground. They'll come up out of the fucking water to get into the rice paddy. We have a little seasonal land crab thing too. Vestige of Peace says, I do not hate you. I do not like being disrespected. There is a difference. Vestige of Peace, you're too dramatic for me. Like, it's impossible for me to not poke fun at it. I'm sorry. You know, I know the stroke thing and the rest of that stuff, but look, the way it was brought up was you treat handicapped people the same as you treat everybody else. You keep expecting me to fucking, bend for you. It's not going to happen. I don't have a problem with you, Vestige of Peace. They're just little flare-ups because you take yourself way too fucking seriously. This is a 2,600 subscriber channel that averages 300 to 400 listens once a week on a stream. Just chill the fuck out. Tone it down. Relax a little bit. Everything doesn't have to be a 3-page fucking essay. I get enough of that shit from Laura Rader. She's not here. I should be talking about her. So we have 8, 9 Atlanta games. They'll be making extra fucking money. Don't you worry. In a year, when tips aren't taxable. How fucking nice is that? Look, man, I don't get the whole fucking TDS thing, the Trump derangement syndrome. I don't fucking get it. No, the video that you posted, Vestige of Peace, was a AI generated, YouTube Millhouse thing. The whole fucking thing was AI about the Canada stealing the fucking final game from the US. That was a fucking AI video. The videos I put up, they're not. I don't think they're AI videos. But I also had, I posted 3 to 4 alternate presenters that are, they're in disagreement about small issues, but I don't think I think there's going to be a Wexit. I think if Alberta is successful, the dominoes fall. Canada's done. They're paying fucking way more in tax to the federales than they're receiving in benefits. And that fucking Trudeau twink is how important family and all that shit was to him. He's fucking, been out of office for a fucking year. He's getting divorced already. He's dating Katy Perry. No, he's fucking not. And Katy Perry is not really that attractive. He's the son of a serial cartoon writer who was a bouncer before he became the fucking prime minister. It's ridiculous. What else do we have in the random stream prep file? I don't think it would be right to they're funny as fuck, but I really can't show the I don't know if I should. We'll vote on it. Should I show the text where Cicero talks about how her dad used to get the kids drunk at like 9 years old? That's some fucking weird shit. I come from a family of heavy fucking drinkers, but you didn't do your fucking drink until you were past the fucking age. It was 18 right up to a month before my 18th birthday, and then it jumped to fucking 19, and then it went to 21. Thank you, Ronald Reagan. But I should share this tab. This is compliments of Rebel, I believe, or maybe Switch. No, I'm pretty sure this is Rebel. So this is a Cork hospital, and it's Cork safety alerts. Cork hospitals managing 22 patients on trolleys as 477 wait for beds nationwide this morning. This is probably, or could be, the hospital Demon was in. He was bitching about the time he spent on I don't think Demon ever got in a fucking hospital room. I think all his injuries are made up. 477 patients on trolleys across Ireland this morning. News.corksafetyalerts.com. Cork University Hospital. 22 patients sitting on trolleys, waiting to get into rooms. I guess it's worth every penny of the free healthcare system. That's not really free. They tax the fuck out of you. And they skim off the top. Then you're waiting a week to get in a fucking hospital room with supposedly all your ribs broken, a broken ankle, and a shattered shin. 3 weeks later, you don't even have a cast on. You're out of the fucking hospital. Come on, dipshit. Beggar boy. Beggar boy. No, they're not. Vestige of Peace. Who are they? No one's talking about that. The schedule is set and tickets are already on sale. You should go to YouTube and look for the FIFA meeting with Donald Trump at the White House. It's only like a day or two old. That's all fucking clickbait, AI generated YouTube. It's like the puppy mill of fucking YouTube videos. The new $250 fees. Vestige of Peace. The people that are going to these games, $250 doesn't mean fucking shit. It's a lot for you. And because you have banned what countries did we ban? That's for I'm gonna Google that. Let's fact check vestige of fucking smoked brain. No specific countries are officially banned from playing in the FIFA World Cup by FIFA itself, but the Trump administration's travel ban could. See, you're saying it like it's definite. Could is only a possibility. You're on shaky ground there. Vestige of read what you want to read, not what it says. Could prevent fans from certain countries like Iran from entering the U.S. to attend matches. The ban includes athletes and staff from the 12 original countries, but not fans, which have raised concerns. The teams could face a competitive disadvantage. Tough shit, man. Tell you people not to fucking take hostages and fucking blow civilians up. Could. That's not a definite there. Vestige. They're already selling fucking tickets. So, they're not moving fucking games. Vestige. Shit's locked in. Oh, these are fucking Gia's corgis. Fucking, those dogs don't look socialized at all. I shouldn't make fun of Gia. Sometimes I can't help. Oop, that's the one where my parents not so much. Dad did some, although he thought it was funny to get us drunk at like 9 to 13. Oh my god! Fucking, is there a statute of limitations on that shit? Good to know your dad was endangering all the minors in his house. Fucking great thing to know. And then Cicero's like, who hurt you, Coded? Like, I hate when they fucking play this little fucking childish game. Who hurt you, Coded? So, she says, everyone's been hurt. Who hurt you, Coded? I'm like, well, I've had a fucking cool childhood. So then, of course, like the same thing with Spider Dog. Well, you said everyone's been hurt. So you must be, Cicero, you must be, universalizing your personal experience, which is never a fucking good thing to do. And who hurt you? Because if your statement is everyone's been hurt by somebody, you want to know who hurt me. Well, first off, your statement's incorrect. I think the vast majority of people live happy lives. I think you guys just don't. And you think everybody lives that shitty life that you live. Save for when you're older and you know what you want from life. Don't blow it when you're fucking in your younger days. And by younger, I mean, 30, in your 30s still. You guys are blowing fucking money like it doesn't matter. You're mortgage poor. You have a fucking mortgage to pay. You can't afford furniture for your fucking house. Hang out. Just hang out. Trump's going to make it better. You'll have a job soon if you're willing to work. What was Hello Baby say? Let's check and see if there's anything else in the stream prep room of nonsense. No, that's it. Oh, this too. This is one of the better ones. All right, in the chat, is this a racist statement? I've never met a traditional Indian. This is what I'm talking about, my personal experience. My great-grandmother was a full-blood Huron. And after my great-grandfather passed, she went back to the fucking reservation, which she enjoyed being at. So I made a statement like I have more. They were saying something about the fucking natives never letting the what do they call them? First inhabitants, First Nation. So fucking stupid. So the First Nation people would never let Alberta split off. It's a fucking vote thing. You don't know that. It makes way more sense financially for them, for Alberta not to be a part of Canada. I mean, the fucking numbers don't lie. So I said, look, you can't count on, traditional people to want to continue to live traditionally if they're offered, monetary compensation. I encapsulated it in a statement. I never met a traditional Indian. Then I'm only talking about traditional Indians that I met personally. I'm not universalizing. I'm talking about the set of individuals I have a personal encounter with. And I never met a traditional Indian that did not want a television and all the infrastructure that goes with powering and signaling it. I never met an Indian that didn't want a TV. And I've met quite a few. Most of them already had TVs. The ones that didn't wanted to get a TV. Somehow this is a racist statement. And then Spider Dog says to me, he says, it's a pretty racist statement. Now go fuck off or something. We're done with you. And then he called me Tonto, which is a fucking actual racist statement to universalize any individual claiming to have Indian heritage and just call them Tonto. My great-grandmother was a Huron, Mohawk River Valley, Great Lakes. Tonto was a Comanche or an Apache, Southwest Indian, desert, completely different culture. So, to call me Tonto that's crazy fucking racist. You're just not that smart, Spider Shiz. Spider Shiz. Spider Shiz. I wanted to check up on. Let's check up on. Has anyone seen anything from Johnny Plotity? Oh. Plotto. All those clowns disappeared. Where the fuck is Demon's just doing little snippets of himself inside fucking pre-records. And what happened to PhD Phony Bahami Tony? 3 weeks ago. He hasn't done a live in 3 weeks. I should probably share this screen, right? Bring it up. Bring it up. Man, the last stuff he was doing was the what's his name? Kilmar Abrasio Garcia. Kilmar? Is it Kilmar? I don't know. So 3 weeks ago he was talking. Let's see what.
Did you know that some of the biggest market moves, actually most of the biggest market moves, actually happen?
Art for the villain in there.
At Wells Fargo, we
Holy
get it.
shit, that's
Carlos
one
started his
around
business to obsess
instantly.
over
What
things
the
like
fuck?
basting, butter basting,
You're greedy
oil
for those
basting.
fucking tenths of a penny there.
Hey, what's up, Sean?
bitch.
Says, well, Jan, I guess you did go live. I did. I said I was going to this time. I know I was going to go live like a couple of weeks ago, but then power went out or something. Something happened where I couldn't. I think the power went out. It was something weird.
You didn't pay the fucking bill.
I can't remember.
It was something weird. The power just shut off. Like everyone
Anyway,
else
so
had
York's got
power,
Morningstar.
and
That
mine
was gonna be a
was
lot of fun
out.
because it allows us to play with the Movie Monster, and I love Movie Monsters. They're just
This motherfucker has. I got to turn the chat on. Let me do that before I forget to. Chat replay. Live chat replay. This is the plot hole. This is 3 weeks ago, August the 5th. Maybe someone should do a wellness check. This was a where have I been? Because before he did this stream 3 weeks ago, and apparently had an incident where his power got shut off. He hadn't done a show for long enough that he had to explain where he'd been. Busy working. Well, let's hope that Johnny Plotty has found some gainful employment because, I'm in the hospitality arena in Atlanta, major metropolitan area. I know some dudes who were director, producer assistants, living a pretty good life in Atlanta. They're fucking struggling now because Marvel went to fucking New Zealand. Everybody's gone from Atlanta. I wonder how that's impacting the mountain folk in Tennessee. Johnny doesn't look like he's doing good. I bet he got his power shut off.
fun. Then we have another.
Oh, look, it's Prosecco Rose. She's a fucking idiot. Oh, no. I don't recognize any of the other Prosecco Rose. Maybe we should go around and pirate Johnny's
film that is called Isabella, which is a story about a woman who's dealing with somebody who is stalking her via her television. And that one, the concept, the script behind it is good. It's getting better. It's being rewritten to kind of introduce a little bit more like thriller horror.
Johnny plotted the oh is low rent. Like your bottom tier, bro.
But it's just hilarious watching the absolute meltdown that Yankees fans are having. It's just funny to me. Sports ball says by Wills. Yes, sports ball. Again, which is now the new Shark movie. I haven't seen the new. God, it just happens, right? I mean, not saying that Blue Station not guilty of it. California says automatically redraw their boundaries if Texas gerrymanders theirs. Yeah, and that's the thing. if California hard gerrymanders the way that Texas hard gerrymanders, it's absolutely going to have the opposite effect of what Texas wants to happen. Yes, they'll lose the 13 or 16 whatever seats it is in the House.
Johnny, that's kind of fucking dumb when you apply the fucking historic happenings.
If you don't want me to call you a fascist, don't act and do what fascists do. Just don't want me to.
It's a good thing you told Donald Trump that, because he doesn't know who the fuck you are or even that you exist, you dumb fuck. Ham it up for your audience.
Giving is scaring the shit out of Europeans, especially those who have passing knowledge of the 20th century history. Yeah, ISIS, vote Trump. The rest of the world are having a right laugh. Oh, gosh. The way ICE is behaving is scaring the shit out.
The rest of the world's having a right laugh at that's some fucking English twink. Having a right laugh at the United States. We beat the fucking shit out of you. You like to talk that stupid nonsense and then cry, save us from the Russians, save us from the Russians. European men are a fucking huge problem. Low T fucking queerdos.
Out of Europeans, especially those who have passing knowledge of the 20th century history. Yeah, it is something to be said when. Here's the thing. If you don't want me to call you a fascist, don't act and do what fascists do. Just don't.
Johnny, if you don't want to be called a fucking retard, don't do what retards do.
And I won't call you fascist. When you
Johnny's a retard.
Blatantly target a group of people based on
blatantly target a group of people based on, because what it's based on is their immigration status. If they're not here illegally, they gotta go. You're gonna make it a color thing.
We're gonna say skin color. It's
skin color. Good guess, Cody. Or recall. I have watched this before.
It's not a look. ICE deportations disproportionately are affecting the Latin communities far more than anyone else, right?
No, it's not ICE. It's the illegal status of the fucking immigrants. Bro, there's 20 million of these fucktards in here. You asshat fucking retard.
And don't give me this nonsense. It's all bullshit, right?
What? You didn't even say anything, dude. You just mumbled. And then you just blow off any counter argument that might be out there. This is some fucking high-end shit.
If we're talking about, well, we only want to take out the people who are criminals. Well, that's not happening because last I checked, criminals don't go to schools and elementary. Criminals also don't show up to their hearings for their asylum hearings or their citizenship or their visa or any of that. They don't do that. They don't show up to court in order to do the things the right way. Criminals don't do that. Sandy D says, come back here. Oh my God, I was just thinking today I haven't seen the plot hole and wonder what he's up to. And tonight you appear. I promise to use my power for good. Well, yes, I've been, like I said, I've been busy doing a lot of things, working on a few films. I don't know if I have anything. Maybe I do. Maybe I have a couple of things that are available that I can show you. Let me see what I can. Some of the things, unfortunately, I can't talk about because NDAs and whatnot.
Because you're not fucking working.
But other things that I've done, I can. Let me see.
I chose hymns because I reached a point where I needed help beyond just diet and exercise.
These guys my clothes are really need fucking. They're like penny scraping.
Fucking BTS. I'm gonna have to get on these people, but it's not YouTube's responsibility to enforce that. YouTube has a right to determine that they don't want that talk or those ideas or whatever it is. We don't want that on our platform.
What, the non-liberal?
Well within YouTube's right. And here's the thing.
They fucking jerked the manifesto fucking video really. I didn't even get to show it. They probably would have struck my channel. They gave me a severe warning. Like they literally threatened one more time with any other shit like this, which is the fucking Robin Westman shooter. Like, these guys suck. Might be time to go to another platform or, you know, do the simulcast thing.
Before we start saying, well, YouTube is just trying to do the moral thing. No, they're not. They're trying to do the thing that gets them the most advertising dollars, because that's all.
Johnny understands how business works. We'll lie straight at you. We need to get the money.
Cares about, like when Don Imus said what he said about nappy-headed hoes, he was
one of the greatest fucking morning radio lines ever, and he was simulcasting from the studio on cable TV. I think he was embedded on. He had a channel of his own. It was MSNBC, or it couldn't have been MSNBC. Could have been on CNBC. I forget what fucking station he was on the TV. And he said nappy-headed hoe, right? It's not the greatest description going. If he had left the hoe part off and come up with a different H word, he would have been fucking... It's an alliteration. Sometimes you say that shit rhythmically without fucking, you know, without thought to it. Imus got fucking... It ended his career. He got crucified. We can't have and then fucking it freaked out Howard Stern so bad he fucking sold that fucking sellout. And then Opie and Anthony imploded. And Fezzy, Ron and Fez fucking up and quit one day. After what could possibly have been the longest running skit in radio history. But, you know, let's get back to Johnny.
He was canceled because advertisers pulled out, not because of what he said. I mean, advertisers pulled out because of what he said. But at the end of the day, had advertisers not pulled out, NBC, MSNBC, they wouldn't have given a shit. They would have said, well, don't do that again.
But they did pull out, retard.
But that's what happens when they pull the money. That's where
it's a business fucktard. It's about the Benjamins.
Or, you know, you're going to get these terms of service. You're going to get these people getting removed, whatever. That's at the end of that's what we're talking about. Why YouTube is based in the U.S. If they want favorable tax rates, they have to keep the right people happy. That's true too.
They have to keep the right people happy to get favorable tax rates. What the fuck are you talking about?
Gotta say, I do love the Stormtrooper. He's a dead. He's, you know, he's having a good time. He's alive and well, holding this microphone cable in place. That's what we're saying. He's got a very important job to do, and it's one that took him off the Death Star, so he's not going to be blown up with the Death Star. So there you go. Yeah, I don't have. This makes me angry. Hey, Prosecco Rose. Johnny been busy growing his kind of.
Oh, Prosecco Rose gets a call out. The fat Dutch girl's trying to make a play on Johnny Blow.
Shop Hot Buys for your living room, dining room, and bedroom starting at just $199 at Ashley's Labor Day sale going on now. Or pay no interest until 2030 when you buy in store. Only at Ashley.
God damn, this dude sucks.
What's up, Skits Crasher? Good to see you. So yeah, we've got that. That's like the big project that's kind of got a lot of moving parts and pieces. And we shot 2 films. Both of them are in post right now. We have 4 more to go. All over the place. I don't know if I've shown this one before. Let me see. I don't think I have. I'm going to show it to you anyways. If you guys have seen it, you've seen it. And just tell me if you have. Yeah, we'll do that. Boom, boom, boom. Wait a minute. Wait a second.
Retire.
I don't like what's going on here.
You better get to fucking work first, bro.
All right. So this is a still from the blind date segment YouTube is a joke with this stuff. Yeah, here's the thing, and I understand why they. First and foremost, we have to understand this stuff. I'm gonna have to. Nobody cares about location picks. How come we don't have any fucking BTS? I'm gonna have to get on these people. YouTube is a joke with this stuff. Yeah, here's the thing, and I understand why they. First and foremost, we have to understand that YouTube does not have to follow, quote, First Amendment. Not they just don't, because this is a private, or not a private platform, but this is a platform not owned and operated by the government. So they're allowed to have their own terms of service and dictate what they will and will not allow on their servers. That just is what it is. So when people say, well, it's my First Amendment right to come on here and say whatever I want. Yes, but it's not YouTube's responsibility to enforce that. YouTube has a right to.
Johnny says, drop the link. Johnny says, drop the link, pussy. Well, now that you've asked so politely, go fuck yourself. This isn't a panel bro show. You might be looking for the bronies, you know, a little simulcast of an old My Little Ponies episode. Go ask for a link over there, pussy. We don't do panels, you fucking pussy. Drop the link, pussy. Drop the link, pussy. Probably a midget sitting on a fucking phone book in his daddy's fucking office chair. I saw it, Kurt. I saw it. Who said I was warm and fuzzy? God damn. He hit the booze hard. He found the next best thing at Logan Shineman. What? Uh-oh. There's someone's... Logan Sandman says the stormtrooper looks like he's humping a stripper pole. It does. It's kind of fucking weird. Looks like he might be, you know, crouched up, getting ready to take one on the backside. May the force be with you. Capitalist system, someone making money. That's the fucking point. That's the whole point of it. Make all the money you can, maximize shareholder wealth, don't break the law. That's regulated capitalism. Free market capitalism, that's anything goes. You can hijack trucks in free market capitalism. Unregulated. Who's going to stop you from hijacking the fucking truck? It's not regulated. Fucking dumb. You can, why can't you move to China? Vestige of had to wait forever to get free medical attention after a stroke in Canada's free healthcare system. You have a problem with capitalism? Vestige of peace? What do you want to be? Socialist? Communist? Hammer and sickle? Gray jacket? Which, you know, what do you want to be? VOP? I thought there was some Abrego Garcia shit on Johnny Blow, but I'm surprised that, you know, he hasn't, with all his past Abrego Garcia talk. Intro, Ice at 11:57. We're in for, yeah, there's not much. 3 minutes of shit.
If you don't.
Roku Ads Manager puts Roku's reach within your reach.
Shit.
Sign up at ads.roku.com.
Say hello to your cheesiest craving yet. That's right. Cheez-It made a chip.
Oh, snapped.
You don't want me to call you a fascist.
Bro, I'll bet that you don't stop grifting, and I won't call you a grifter, you dry begging, leg humping fucking weirdo. Where'd your wife and kids go again? Damn, Johnny. Are you in hiding? A lot of people just went and fucking disappeared. Big brain fucking. I'm going to tell you how it is, kids.
Don't act and
Is
do
Laura
what fascists
Rader
do.
here?
Just don't. And I won't call you fascist. When you blatantly target a group of people
because
based on
of the color,
we're going to say skin color.
Skin color.
It's
no, bro. They're getting targeted because they're illegally in the country. But we went over all that shit before, didn't we? I am becoming a kind of a fan of potentially criminal. Do you guys watch Potentially Criminal? He's a lawyer, right? And it's kind of funny. He's covering Cardi B right now. Kilmar Abrego Garcia. So this is Potentially Criminal's current take on the Kilmar Abrego Garcia situation. This was 3 days ago. Johnny O was 3 weeks ago. Cutting edge, dude. He's right on top of this shit. 3 weeks ago, Johnny Blow at the Cornhole. This is going to be Kilmar Abrego Garcia gets deported again. Potentially Criminal, August 25, 2025. Fire up the live chat. I'll just let you listen for a moment. I'll mute out. Clear my throat. Hydrate.
This is who we're talking about. He was from El Salvador. He lived in El Salvador. His mom made Crunchwrap Supremes, apparently the best Crunchwrap Supremes in all of El Salvador. Apparently, something like that. I don't know. They talked about pupusas, and I'm like, it sounds like a Crunchwrap Supreme. And I'm like, I guess Taco Bell really is ethnic food. So anyways, his mom makes Crunchwrap Supremes or some shit like that. It doesn't really matter. And then a gang comes around and go, oh, yeah, say, orale! We're coming in here and we're going to tax the Crunchwrap Supreme business. You need to pay us tribute, orale! And then she's like, I know, scare. And then, they run away. They run away. Eventually, they have some problems. They try, allegedly, they get muscled out by the Papusa people, the Papusa gang. The Crunchwraps are unauthorized. For some reason, they just send him, and they're, attacking him for some reason.
I'm going to let you in on a little secret. My husband found this new 87 cents generic Viagra at Friday Plans, and at first, I was worried. How could something so cheap be real? But we were tired of paying over $46 a pill at CVS, so we gave it a shot. Now I'm so glad he did. Look at this. CVS charged us $406 for 9 tablets of 100 milligram generic Viagra. That's $46 each. We got the exact same 9 tablets of 100 milligram generic Viagra for only $7 from Friday Plans. 87 cents each. And it only took him 2 minutes to get a free prescription. He just answered a few questions on their website, and a doctor gave him a free prescription the same day. With free 3-day shipping,
he goes to Honduras, and eventually he comes to America. Never does anything until 2019, where then he goes, oh, by the way, I'm being attacked by gang members. Please help me. The Crunchwrap gang is back home. Oh, no. So he is able to, the government says, well, hey, guess what? You're still getting deported. He cries to an immigration judge, and the immigration says, okay, fine. You can't go back to El Salvador. And chat, for those of you who do not know where we're talking about on the map, we are talking about El Salvador. Down here. Here is El Salvador. It looks like a very nice place. Capital of El Salvador is San Salvador. So anyways, there you go. That is what we're looking at. So here's El Salvador on the map. It's down there on La Pacific Ocean. There you go. So the judge said you can't send him back there, but you can send him anywhere else. Now, as things were going, he has since gone through everything here, and he has and from there, things picked up and moved along, and then the Trump administration eventually found him and said, hey, we're all about this, so we're going to go ahead and, we're going to affair you. Now, that thing had never been changed. That court holder was still in the way, saying you can't go to El Salvador. Kilmar was put on a plane and sent to CCOT, along with all those other people, including all the Venezuelans. So, yes, the court order was breached. And his attorneys did the right thing and brought that up in court. And the judge was like, you can't do that. That's not allowed. Hold on here, chat. Hold on. Let me right here. So, what happened? Well, the court, it's correct. If there is a court order that says don't do something and you do it, that has to be addressed. And I know you guys don't like to hear me say that, but that's the truth. We have the rule of law, or we don't have the rule of law. And the easiest way to get rid of that holder, that you can't go back to El Salvador ruling, is go in front of an immigration judge and say, look, judge, this is bullshit. El Salvador is safe now. The judge goes, yes, reading this paper, El Salvador is safe. This order is vacated. Bye. That's all that had to happen. That's all that had to happen. But that didn't happen. So that started a lot of issues. And at that point, yes, he needs to be brought back. His due process. Remember, that's what we're fighting for, allegedly, is his due process. Okay, well, the process that he's due. There were issues, though. I mean, he was given away to the El Salvadoran government, and there were problems like that. And then eventually they're like, oh, when this is one of the issues, when you start getting on the government's radar, they start looking through everything you've done. And guess what they found for him? That he was hustling a bunch of Mexican dudes around. They didn't have any luggage, and he had a bunch of cash in his pocket. It's like, what happened there? And being from Maryland dad, and he's out in the middle of Tennessee. You're like, Also, I do like this picture of him. They try to say he's Maryland man, but it's like, isn't the Chicago Bulls logo a symbol that MS-13 likes to use? And they're like, wait, no, this is not right. No, we don't mean to show this. No. Because you're like, wait, it's the Chicago Bulls. And it's like, why is this Salvadoran guy wearing, why? Huh? Yeah, so they're like, but wait.
Life's an adventure, and the 2025 Honda Ridgeline is built for all of it. Whether it's tackling
But as we get through all this, as we keep moving here, Chet, as we keep moving, anyway, he's supposed to have his hearing. He never got the hearing. So great, we bring him back and we do it. In the meantime, he got, he became somebody. The government started looking through all their files and they found, this is an interesting incident. And they indicted him for transporting undocumented aliens and illegals. Also known as human smuggling and human trafficking. You can call it that. You can call it that. You can call it that. And then what happens? Well, he gets indicted, and we went through it last week. The case of vindictive prosecution, which is being alleged, which, you know what? I mean, maybe it is, but it's entirely within the bounds of the law. It's not being made up. It's not being done. Anyway, as Abrego Garcia's case went along, his case in Maryland with Judge Zenas, and she's the one who thinks she can interfere in an immigration setting, which I don't think she can, filed a court order as part of Kilmar Abrego Garcia's habeas petition saying he is not to be removed. Now, this is where we pick up, and this goes back a little bit to here. So we are moving into what happened just recently in Tennessee, where his smuggling case is. So what do you see here? This is out of the Middle District of Tennessee. And this is the judge releasing him. And he's allowed to do that. He is allowed to release. So and this is the order to modify release conditions is granted. So Abrego is ordered released after processing subject to all conditions. He says he shall be released no later than 5 p.m. on August 22nd. He shall be released to people to the Marshal Service, which shall coordinate his transportation to Maryland and provide for his transfer to the custody of his brother as a third-party custodian. And that's what happens in federal court. You have somebody who's agreeing, I agree to take care of this person, I agree to watch out for him. So these conditions are said to his brother, who has already been identified in documents previously submitted to the court. They say upon his release, they shall meet promptly with the appropriate pretrial services officer.
It's just one trade a day. Set it by 10 a.m., out by 4 p.m. You're not chasing breakouts. You're not
to arrange for electronic location monitoring and to again review the conditions of release. So when he gets to Maryland, he's got to meet with the pretrial services officer. They're going to go over all this. They're going to hook him up to an electronic monitor. He's going to wear an ankle bracelet. And it says the specific details shall be coordinated. And so once these are completed, he shall travel directly to Maryland, where he must report by telephone to pretrial services of the District of Maryland by no later than 10 a.m. on Monday, August 25th, 2025. Thereafter, he must remain with his brother. And he is reminded that, as stated in the conditions of release, that he must comply with all conditions of bond bail imposed by any other governmental agency without limitation, including ICE or the Department of
Wow, I wasn't muted. I just didn't add myself to the stage. Holy fucking... Wow, that's a lot of dead air. I might have to edit this fucking fiasco. Anyway, we interrupted the potentially criminal, and then I talked without my mic being up on stage 2-3 times. It was unmuted, though. I've reached a new error. I parted with the old error of muting, and I reached a new error. Just left it off the stage and yammered away. What was weirdo girl with the suicide boyfriend? What was her name? Chloe. Chloe's getting fat. She's getting that fucking ready to trade it in on a newer model look. Irish Demon giving the finger. I don't know, man. Shattered shin, and that's the you didn't shatter your shin. You fucking lied about a lot of shit. You fucking weirdo. Let me stop sharing that. I think there's another picture here. Oh, there we go. There he is. Oh, look, drinking beers and shit. Wow, that doesn't work with the pain medication, does it there, buddy? Hang on, I know I'm not sharing it. Getting it. That's not the fucking share. Wow, we're at 3 hours already. share screen on this. There's our boy Irish Demon with his fat, frumpy girlfriend, Chloe. Wow, she looks terrible there. Neck's as big as her head. Dude. There's Irish Demon with his fucking track pants on, and a friend must have loaned him a cast-like device from an accident he had. What? So, look, aren't all these ribs broken on the fucking arm he's leaning on? I don't know. Come on, man. I'm here. Hopefully I got that shit squared down. Yeah, he's drinking for sure. Can of beer. This is 4 days ago. No, I'm not doing 4 hours. It's been 3 hours. It's 2 hours, 54 minutes. So this is Irish Demon out of the hospital. Got his little cast on. Got his fat, frumpy girlfriend with him, drinking a beer. All these ribs are broken. Every fucking one of them's broken. Miraculously healed in 3 weeks. No. Nope. He's putting weight on it. I don't think so. He's still got a pretty big belly. Got to wear a couple shirts to hide it. He's a fat guy. He looks fucking evil. Why does he look so evil? Creepy fucking weirdo. Oh, there's one more. Is this one without the cast? What? Wait, bro, he doesn't have the fucking cast on this one, does he? Oh, yeah, he does. My bad. Hang on, I'll show it. Oh, he's under the table here. That's close. Fucking icky whiteness. There's Demon's cast boot. Oh no, that's not close icky whiteness. Probably the chick Demon's cheating on her with. Woohoo! Look at that giant stage in the background. What are you at? Somebody's backyard? Chloe, very unattractive. Nondescript. Looking a little frumpy there, Chloe. And Irish wingnut. Looks like he's drinking with both hands. Woohoo! Broken ribs, sitting in a chair, one arm up in the air, throwing the beers back. Fucking liar. Grifter boy. Grifter boy. Any bike pics? Oh, there's 7 new images. Does he just wear the same clothes all the time? Here is Fake It Till You Make It, Irish Demon. He's fat. Look at all that fatness all in there. He's fat. Broken ribs doesn't prevent him from eating chips and drinking beers and rolling a wheelchair wheel. Wow. That fucking Irish beggar is fucking amazing. Are these all from the same, like, wow, she's horribly fucking shaped. Oh my God. She's just pure frump. What do these two eat? Nothing but fried food. Look, he's going bald. He's got bald spots. Silly boy. So you roll around on grass with a wheelchair. You had crutches before. Where's your bike, boy? Where's your bike? Is that the bike right there? Wouldn't it be funny if we saw the red bike in one of these pics? There's old Fatty McFatterson. Oh my God, he's fucking... That's gross. That's me, big fat. It's just sucking down cigarettes. All these ribs are broken. All of them. These are all broken right here. Broken ribs don't heal in 3 weeks. Look at how fucking fat he is. Oh my God. Look at that fucking douche belly. Hey, contribute to my PayPal so I can buy more fucking beer, get more fucking fat. Yeah. Maybe I'll trip down another flight of stairs and pull another fucking hospital grift. It's been a hard 2 months for Damon. God damn, this kid sucks dicks. Well, that's it for the demon pics. What a fucking loser. Loser. 1 out of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1 out of 5 photos. Frumper looks, not so frumpish. You gotta let your face, girl. You have no facial features. Oh, you're terrible looking. Do they have female 1%ers? Is it a dude or a chick about pushing the wheelchair? I hope like somebody just fucking stomped fucking right on the shin and broke the fucking thing. Bad bike accident. Didn't get a single scab on my hands. Slid forever. But I was picking gravel out of my fucking palms for like fucking weeks after my car accident. This guy's so full of shit. It's embarrassing. $17 currently watching. Sorry about the fucking horrible fucking mic mute slip-ups today. Not adding to the stage. We're 3 hours into the period. I think we should call it quits. Friday morning. I should get a little sleep. How to work the weekend. Well, kids, it's been very fun. We were watching... Well, let's finish up the Abrego Garcia. I'm going to walk away for a minute. I'm getting a little hungry. I'm going to eat something quick.
Without limitation, including ICE or the Department of Homeland Security, meaning Bond, Bez stated thereafter he must remain with his brother. And he is reminded that, as stated in the conditions of release, that he must comply with all conditions of bond bail imposed by any other governmental agency without limitation, including ICE or the Department of Homeland Security, meaning I'm letting you out, but you must comply with all government agencies. Meaning if they tell you to show up, you show up. He's also reminded that if he's taken in ICE custody, he's required by the conditions of his release to consent to being transported back to Tennessee for further proceedings. Additionally, should he be taken into custody upon return to Maryland, the United States, but without limitation, ICE, shall ensure that while he remains in custody, he has access to his attorneys, both physically and by telephone, to prepare for trial. Fair enough. And that was what's set there. So the orders of release, you can't violate state and federal laws. You have to cooperate with the DNA sample there. You must supervise and advise the court if you change your residence. You must appear in court as required. And those are conditions there. There's additional release conditions. He must reside at the address provided. And it's a sworn declaration admitted into evidence at the detention hearing. So that's how they're there. And it says they go through all this here and they point out that he's surrendering a passport. Well, he shouldn't have one. He's not a legal citizen. So, yes. Yes, his brother is a legalized citizen from what I understand. Not travel outside the Middle District of Tennessee and the District of Maryland, meaning the District of Maryland is the entire state of Maryland, unless approved in advance. But avoid all contact with anybody who's a co-defendant, except family members who the government alleges may have alleged or witnesses or co-defendants, but no discussion of this case outside.
This is why I switched to Weight Loss by Hims. Weight Loss by Hims offers access to a variety of options for weight loss, like access to compounded GLP-1 injections, or injection-free options like oral medication kits. Simple, all-in pricing, ongoing care included at no extra cost. Free shipping right to your door if prescribed. Through Hims, your weight loss plan is personalized to your goals. Plus, you get access to unlimited messaging with a licensed medical provider. No insurance required, no in-person visits, 100% online.
I'm stoked about Roku in 2025. They just started focusing on the self-service ads manager. It used to be a managed service, or you have to go through one of the large agencies. So I'm very excited for this.
Presence of counsel. So his family's involved. Get medical or psychiatric treatment. He needs anger management so he doesn't beat his wife, I guess. The program the director approved of by Treat Trial Services. Why does he need anger management? I guess he really was tuning up his wife. I guess he was. Can't possess a firearm. He can't anyway. Don't possess alcohol. Don't illegally possess narcotics. Submit to drug testing. Participate in home detention. And then submit to the following location monitoring technology. This is all pretty things here, guys. And see, these are all the things that are handwritten out. It's all handwritten by the judge. And it's all the conditions. Not to have any contact directly with any known MS-13 gang member. Well, why would that matter? I thought he wasn't in the gang. I thought he wasn't in a gang, chat. I thought that was the heckin' thing here. I thought that was the heckin' thing. Well, he's not in a gang. He's just a guy. Then why is he in, what's the problem? Huh. Get your noggin jogging. Don't it get your noggin jogging. Is the anger management to prevent human trafficking? I think so, guys. When he gets so mad, he wants to traffic people. He's just like, and he's going to start beating his wife. He's like, I'm just going to go smuggle people. That's safer. Yeah, it's like, Yes. All right. So what else do we have there? Well, we have Judge Zenus's order that she put in Maryland, and you guys do need to see this here. So this is the United States for the District of Maryland. Like, guys, remember Maryland? They just have one district, but they have courts in a couple different places. So this is Judge Zinus, the brave pixie-cutted judge who, yas queening her way through things. This was done July 23rd, and she has an order. She put in place a memorandum of opinion, so it's her order. We're not going through all the garbage here. Yeah, blah, 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 blah. So what are we doing here? Her analysis. So they're seeking a writ of habeas corpus under the All Writs Act. Okay, which means that he needs to be brought forward. So what happens? Well, she's ordering a return to the status quo ante, meaning prior to everything happening. And there's Supreme Court case law that says an alien wrongfully removed from the U.S. is afforded effective relief by facilitation of their return along restoration of their immigration status they had upon removal. And that's fair. If you were wrongfully removed, you have the right, like if I had a green card and they accidentally fucked up and they deported me, or they did something, I have the right to say, no, return me to where I was. And that's the rule of law. They point out that his immigration status at the time of his wrongful removal, and it was wrongful, was decidedly not in detention in ICE custody and not in Tennessee. Rather, it was released on an ICE supervision order out of Baltimore. The defendants concede had they commenced any lawful proceedings instead of unlawfully expelling him, those would have begun in the Baltimore field office. Foreshadowing, chat. Foreshadowing, chat. Just, we're going to take a little pin and go, boop. Put a pin in that. Put a pin in that. That's a foreshadowing moment here. As Count Dankula says, in the business, we call it.
Dental Town serves all your family's dental needs under one roof. Adult, pediatrics, orthodontics, and oral surgery. At our
In the business, we call this foreshadowing. Oh, the Baltimore field office here. Well, what's going to happen? And
the governor of, it was either the governor of Maryland or the mayor of Baltimore claimed for decades that he had a Bronze Star, made it part of his campaigning and shit. He got called out on Fox. He doesn't have a Bronze Star. That was the Devori. I'll load that up. We'll look.
It says the Baltimore Immigration Court would be the court of jurisdiction for any motion to reopen. Thus, as if defendants now claim a desk officer's initiate any proceedings, the proceedings must start in Baltimore. Yes, chat. Bodymore murder land. Okay, so venue shall lie at the immigration court where jurisdiction vests. And it says, this seems especially non-controversial, and as remarkable as it may be, what a bitch. Defendants insist that no decisions will be made until Abrego is in ICE custody and an officer is assigned to him. The defendants have no intention of restoring Garcia to ensure the case is handled, as it would have been had he not improperly been sent to El Salvador. So accordingly, they want the relief that's set. The relief is also narrowly tailored. It permits the defendants to initiate lawful proceedings upon Abrego to return to Maryland, but it requires those proceedings begin in Baltimore. Which, once again, I remember how I told you, chat, trust the plan. And remember, he got released on the 22nd. He was released on Friday. And some of you were messaging me, what's going on? And I just told you, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. They ain't forgot about him. So, she says, particulars motion of the defendants also contend the relief would interfere with the exercise of their statutory immigration enforcement authority. She says that's without merit. Okay, well, whatever. She says that they've made it clear they have not yet taken any immigration-related action against him. And that will not start until a desk officer decides what to do next. And she says, thus an order will fulfill this court's injunction without impairing their authority to commence proceedings, adjudicate cases, or execute removal orders. And this is a Supreme Court case pointing out She cannot interfere with that. She cannot interfere with that. And she says, as to whether the requested relief impacts detention decisions, she says this does nothing. She says once he's been restored out of the Baltimore Fieldhouse, the defendants may take whatever action is available to them under the law. Well, do you really think she's going to let that happen? Well, but that's a different question for one of the defendants have shown any reason not to restore him to the status quo ante upon his release. Certainly, the ICE detainer does not do the trick. The detainer cites ongoing removal proceedings, but by their own admission, no such proceedings exist. Yeah, and that's kind of where she catches him. But we'll come on.
Yeah, Rebel, that's the shit part. He's going to get fucking deported. So the fucking lawyers are just wasting fucking... They're making money off the client, and they're wasting fucking taxpayer money. Sad.
Come up with a plan.
I hope they send them to Uganda.
And she says the withholding of removal has been final since 2019. If they wish to revisit the holding, they can open such proceedings in Baltimore, which has not been done. And that's what they have to do. Reopen the Baltimore case. Like I said, check. Give him that process that he wants. Sure, he's going to lose, but now we can say he got his process. Ha I guess. I'm sure as he gets deported on that airplane, he's like, well, at least I got my due process. And it says, thus the detainer appears infirm and cannot impede the return. So what did she said? Once he's restored, he may be ordered to appear at the field office for commencement of proceedings. And those proceedings may or may not include a lawful arrest, detention, and eventual removal. And she says, so long as they're taken within the bounds of the Constitution, this court will have nothing further to say. I highly fucking doubt that. I highly doubt you're going to keep your mouth shut, honey. But to ensure he's given the opportunity before he's removed, the court must return to his second request. He wants a 72-hour notice. So they now ask the court to give him and his attorney 72 hours notice of the identified third country and an opportunity to be heard on any credible fear of persecution or torture pursuant to the INA and well-established precedent. And she says, and they point out that once they already removed him without any process, which is actually a very good point, that they just fucking afflared him. Well, yeah, that's a pretty good argument. That's a pretty good point. They also point out, plaintiffs also highlight the defendants. Now, this is a bit here, the recent unconstitutional practice. It's perfectly legal of shuttling aliens of far-flung countries and no notice or protections demanding advance notice here. She says, per curiam, holding that the Enemy Aliens Act must receive notice within a reasonable time in such manner as a welcome to actually seek relief. Yes. Was it really unconstitutional how they did it? Third, the plaintiffs point to the defendant's own directives, which will render that he'll be removed to at least certain third countries without further procedures. The court agrees and will order the request of relief.
The Lumify effect. One drop dramatically reduces redness for brighter, whiter-looking eyes that make you go, wow.
So he's agreeing to go. He just don't like where they're fucking sending him.
So they point that out. So the defendants could afford Abrego Garcia no further procedures should they elect removal to...
Haven't really heard anything about it. Merb covering it at all? I heard that Chile got a default judgment against Kate.
South Sudan, Mexico, or any other country from which they receive advance assurances the country does not generally torture aliens. No further procedures means no notice and no opportunity to be heard before removal, and thus no opportunity for this court to maintain jurisdiction, which I don't think it has the jurisdiction here. It says, nor could the court read more protection in the directives than the inherent words themselves. And it says, this is especially so considering that these same defendants not only screwed up once by unlawfully expelling him, but also refused to make what was wrong right. Well, I don't think they could. But once again, this is why you have to do things by the numbers, because it makes it really hard for you to come back and say, well, I'm going to fix this. I'm going to fix this. So,
It's potentially criminal if you want to catch the rest of it. I think it's his most recent video. No. It is. These lives. So it would be back before the Cardi B shit. It's right here. The dancing Trump thumbnail. And then we have, share this. This is Devori Darkins, who I've liked a lot for a while, but like lately he's pimping product all the fucking time. But he's good with the news because he does look at it from both sides. And he does give you stats on on certain events, if it's, being covered by the left, how much the left is covering it. 80% of media, 10% of media, same thing on the conservative side. So he's a good reporter on events.
What's fascinating about all this?
This is the mayor of DC coming up.
Uproar from the left is that you have two high-profile Democrats who are now coming out publicly in front of the camera saying not only is this good work from the president, but it's much needed to crack down on crime, starting with the mayor of DC. Here's what she said earlier today.
This federal surge has had a significant increase on crime in Washington, D.C. And we greatly appreciate the surge of officers that enhance what MPD has been able to do in this city. The most...
Praising Trump. What are we, 12 days without a fucking murder? It's historic in D.C. Carte Blanche says, what is the news about Kate? I don't know much. I haven't seen much. I got to catch a Turtle Boy live stream from a day or two ago. Auntie Kate or Auntie something and someone else. Turtle Boy apparently was ripping into Kate, so I got to get caught up on that shit. There's some other shit going on. Higher profile.
Significant thing that we are highlighting today is the area of crime that was most troubling for us in 2023. Now, we have driven it down over the last years, but I'm going to get my glasses so I can make sure I can see it correctly. But for carjackings, the difference between this period, this 20-day period of this federal surge and last year represents a 87% reduction in carjackings in Washington.
87% reduction in carjackings. Beautiful. The Trump plan is working. This is Devori Darkins from 10 hours ago. I believe this presser with the mayor of DC is probably the day before.
In DC. We know that when carjackings go down, when the use of gun goes down, when homicide or robbery go down, neighborhoods feel safer and are safer. So this surge has been important to us for that reason.
All right, so there's so much more to get to.
Straight up complimented Trump. Let's jump to, I think this is the dude with the, damn it. I gotta go back.
Baltimore ranks third in the nation in violent crime. For what it's worth, all top 10 cities in America are run by Democrat mayors under Democrat policies. In fact, you could go down to the top 20, run by Democrat mayors, run by Democrat policies. And if that is the case, and you want to work on the problem,
but again,
Governor,
I think
why not
the
work with
idea
the
that these are
president?
Democrat
Why not work with the president like Washington, D.C.?
I have made the largest investments in local law enforcement in the history of the state of Maryland. We've invested over $50 million in the Baltimore City Police Department alone.
So why the fuck are you number 3 on the list? Somebody on the take, douchebag.
That we've invested in technologies and predictive analytics and have said that if someone commits a violent crime, particularly with a firearm, I want them in handcuffs in 24 hours. And we've invested in prosecutors to make sure they're prosecuted. That Maryland is one of the only states in the country that actually invests in U.S. attorneys out of balance sheet to make sure we're moving some of these gun crimes into federal crimes. And so I will always invest in things that are effective.
Governor, I appreciate the investment, but it would just seem to me if despite that investment, Baltimore still ranks 3rd in the nation in violent crime rate per capita in the nation, that you would welcome in the President of the United States help if crime in Maryland.
Now, what did I say earlier? There's a difference.
But this dude has a stolen valor thing going on. Do we get back to him? Hang on a second. Yeah, I'll wrap up with this. So our dude here, the governor of Baltimore, has a little stolen valor controversy going on, as reported by Fox News.
Service in combat, it's not something that I did, and I recognize and honor your service. Appreciate your
behavior. Take a listen.
Okay, Governor, first of all, I appreciate your service. I appreciate your service in combat. It's not something that I did, and I recognize and honor your service for this country, and I mean that sincerely. But this is important because it's not ridiculous.
And I appreciate that.
It's important to know that you also are telling the truth. And you did get the Bronze Star, but you got the Bronze Star 2 years ago. And that 2 years ago, you got the medal, you got a citation, you got a ceremony, but you claimed it in 2006 when you didn't have any of those things. So you would know if you got the Bronze Star. The question is, why did you claim it for so long before you got it? And by the way, the Pentagon has responded to this. I want to read you a statement from DOD.
Ooh, this hurts, the Pentagon statement.
They have something to say about this as well. The Pentagon said in 2006, Wes Moore listed a Bronze Star on his resume he didn't have until 2 decades later. Wes Moore is a perfect example of a politician who inflates his resume and hopes no one notices. Your response, Governor?
Wow, the DOD said that?
No one notices. You're a perfect example
Joel
of a politician
Valdez,
who inflates his resume
Pentagon
and hopes no one
spokesperson.
notices. Your response, Governor?
Myers Bronson, I'm very proud of my service, and I'm thankful that the United States military has recognized my service in Afghanistan with both the Bronze Star and the Combat Action Badge. I'm thankful for the service that I did overseas. I'm thankful for the soldiers that I led with. I'm thankful for all of our veterans who understand the sacrifice that we were able to make. And I'm grateful for the opportunity now to be able to continue to do good work on behalf of the people of the state of Maryland.
Yeah.
Okay, to make my point about what he said is to understand what I was talking to with my wife about.
Devory Darkins, DEVORY DARKINS. Check him out. He's pretty good. All right, we are, I think, gonna wrap this up. There was one other thing I wanted to mention today to help get away from the global politics scene. What the fuck was it? Well, I'm sure I will remember, and we'll talk about it next time. Quinn did a stream on questioning if we know what gravity, the exact cause of gravity. Let me know if it's any good. I'm probably going to skip that one. All right, kids. On the way out, Peter Tosh. A little more of the Tosh. 3 hours and 27 minutes, 45 seconds today. Not one of my better streams, but we'll run with it.
There is no hiding place. just have to make. Oh, if you just put your hand in mine, we're gonna leave all our troubles behind. We gonna walk and don't look back. Gonna walk and don't look back. Now if your first lover lets you down, there's something that can't be done. Tell him what you're gonna do. Don't hear your baby love. Remember what's been done. No, no. So if you just put your hand in mine, we're gonna leave all our troubles behind. We gonna walk and don't look back. Gonna walk and don't look back. Something can be done. Don't hear your baby love. Remember what's been done. No, 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 no. So if you just put your hands in mine, we're gonna leave all our troubles behind. We gonna walk and don't look back. How far you been walking, man? About 100 miles. Your team got a couple hundred more miles to walk. Yeah, we all got a long way to go. So you better put on your shoes, man. I'm putting on my shoes. I got one shoe off and one shoe on, but I'll get there. We gon' walk and don't look back. We gon' walk and don't look back.